Yes. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the podcast. Before we get started into our special guest today, if you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, go down below. If the button is red, hit it so it's not red anymore. And if you want to see when we post, hit the bell notification. But with that being said, today's guest is a childhood friend. We've known him since high school. We became really good friends in high school. And the one and only Daniel Martinez.
What up?
What is up, man? How you doing?
Good. Sir, a little nervous, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's all good. Especially like my first one, so I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, this is his official first podcast, even like with video and everything. You were telling us that.
We're breaking a little bit different than an unboxing. So.
Yeah, because this is like,
dude, but your unboxing videos are really nice to watch, though, low-key.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like satisfying, you know?
Yeah. Well, Danny made the drive all the way here from wherever he lives. I'm not going to mention it if you don't want me to, or I'll just bleep it out.
Lafayette.
Uh-huh.
The hometown, obviously. You gotta represent.
Yeah,
That's
the OG.
That's where we met.
The hometown.
But go ahead and just introduce yourself, say a little something, what you want the peeps to know. If you got any plugs, you can plug it in right now.
Plugs. Let me shameless plug myself.
Yeah, dude,
go.
go ahead.
Notorious Daniel, on YouTube. Still gotta make that comeback,
Yeah.
I gotta learn all this stuff. This takes a while. You guys are on a nice setup. I like it.
Yeah. Well, low-key, it's very slick, to be honest. Like I want like the official, like, what's it called? Like the black box that you see everyone connect microphones to. So then that way it's like just one audio versus working with 3 separate audios.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, this is nice because I know you gotta sync all this together.
Yeah.
I know it's not easy at all.
No.
You get used to it. It goes by quicker after a while, but the first time it took me low-key like 45 minutes just to sync everything because I was like overthinking it and all that,
I get lost in that too.
Yeah, and it's like it's especially if whenever we do upgrade to that, it's nice because it'll be one box and then we'll have headphones so we can like hear each other. And like now, like, because sometimes like normally for podcasts, like when you talk you tend to interrupt somebody and you'll hear that in the headphone. You'll be like, oh wait, hold on, this guy's talking, I gotta stop talking.
Okay. So you'd be able to like catch yourself like, oh no, I got it.
Yeah. So it would be more smooth, but I mean, I think it's going well so far.
Yeah, I mean, naturally, you just tend to, like, in normal conversation, you will, like, bump people like that, but that's just how life works, But I don't know if you guys feel this, but the other day I was thinking, and I don't know if it's just because of the generation we live in with, like, technology and all that, but I feel like there's, like, a group of people coming up from Lafayette.
I feel that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I think Lafayette is generally growing. Like, we're expanding slowly. Like, it's not as big as like Indy, but we're not like small like Kokomo or other little places. So I'm like,
but I feel like
up.
I feel like it's going to be like a significant city in Indiana soon.
Right? I think
Purdue
Purdue being there makes it so diverse just because you get all different walks of life.
Yeah,
like
bro.
Literally from across the world.
Yeah.
You can't say that about too many places,
Yeah.
Especially in Indiana.
Yeah, dude. And honestly, like a bunch of like fitness people are coming up through there. There's another podcast that we're trying to have on that's there. Shout out real quick.
Shout out Cole. I'm not gonna say your last name, man, because I'm gonna mispronounce it really bad. Cole and Elias. I'll say yours, Marcus. I know your last name.
From the InspoCast.
Yes, shout out you guys. We are planning on having a collab soon. I don't know if they wanted us to mention it, but we're saying it here first. Expect
if it doesn't happen, it's gonna be really awkward.
If it never happens, I'm just gonna go back to this video and cut it out.
Yeah.
But expect a collab soon with them. We've seen, like Pablo was mentioning, like influence and stuff. I've seen a bunch of like people from Lafayette like becoming good at being influencers.
Yeah, like or like starting to get into that space.
Yeah, like they're actually like getting a following and everything.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and like that place has got some of the best barbers I've honestly ever been to.
It does, yeah.
And I've been to some in Cali, some in North Carolina, just when I like lived in those places. And dude, like
even in like Japan too, didn't you?
Yeah, but low key over there, bro, it was just base haircuts.
Oh, true.
It was like old Japanese ladies like fucking you up. Yeah. But yeah, dude, Lafayette's got some of the best barbers. And I mean, you're doing your like hype beast stuff that
I'm trying to move into the sneakers right now. I'm doing a lot of the sneakers. Like last night, I was up late.
You were at Sneaker Fest, huh?
Yeah.
So explain that, because obviously the name Sneaker Fest is kind of like immediately you know what it is,
right?
But like, can you kind of explain how you even like got to sell your shoes there?
So Sneaker Fest is like an event, and you can. It's more for like anything urban. So it's like not just sneakers. You can find like vintage clothing, jerseys, like collectibles, pop funk.
The little funk pops.
Yeah, like
Something
that.
like-
All just like little. It's like if you collect like urban stuff, you can go there and you could find it. You could get good deals, especially. You could sell like all, and then you can connect with people and all that type of stuff. Yeah, it's like really really fun. It took it all out of me. I didn't get that much sleep before I went this Saturday, and I was tired all day.
Oh yeah. So it's a 1-day event.
Yeah, they have some bigger ones where it's like a weekend event, but those are like the big official ones, like that are in LA, New York, the big cities, just to gather
right
and stuff.
So like because I saw your Snapchat, you were selling shoes there, right?
Yeah.
So how do you like get to selling shoes? Because I know people obviously go there. It's like a sneaker fest. You're just gonna show up and see all these like cool sneakers that everybody has. How do you like get a spot there? Do you have to like
register to the company or?
Right. So I posted them on my socials, but I basically go to theirs and they just got a link in their bio. You just click in. You're basically buying a table there, and then you can buy 1 table, 4 table, as many tables as you want, and then you just bring whatever you have and you just post it up how you like it and try to basically sell it. Yeah.
Dang, how did you get into all this?
So,
because like I know like from like the standpoint of like financial wise, like I'm gonna assume like the initial cost of like getting all of that was a lot.
getting what?
Like the shoes,
Like all the shoes.
Oh yeah.
Because
So,
dude, I saw your stories too, and you got a
got a
pretty
good collection,
bro.
yeah, I try to have a little bit for everybody,
Yes, sir.
not too pricey, and then a couple pricey if you got a little bit of money to spend. But yeah, so a lot is just trying to get as much for retail basically, because so how it works is a shoe can come out for like $150 to like $250, and then it resells between like 3 maybe 4 on a good day, like on first drop day. And obviously it works differently. It's like a little market to itself, because if you have the shoe the day it releases, because you got it in store, it'll be worth way more than you got it online and you're about to get it in the mail in like 3 days. So selling it wise, you can get more money day of, and then you can try to get more pairs at a lower price. Like I try to buy bulk. Like if you got 4 pairs, I'll try to take all 4 pairs at a lower price and then add my extra price on top of that when I sell them, to try to get a little bit of a discount and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
So it's like a little market to itself.
Yeah. So your goal is to get it at retail price. So you kind of go like to midnight
The
releases.
the best is retail, but then if not, just buying bulk, and then when you're buying bulk, just getting that lower price. I've gotten some real good steals buying in bulk. Like it's been nice.
Yeah.
And it's just, especially when you just work with cash, like you could, it's a nice little business, because they'd be like, oh, they see the bigger number. So it's like for you get the lower price and then you just sell it for that higher one. It's basically buy low, sell high.
Yeah. Just like crypto, bro.
Ooh.
Crypto's so bad right now.
Yeah, right now is a good time to buy if you're into that stuff.
Like right now, just go in.
Is that I remember seeing you at the mall the day after the
Literally
wedding.
the day after your wedding. Yeah.
We went to the mall to return to the tux, and I saw you and Eric. Which it was cool. I hadn't seen him in like years, dude.
Really?
I went to high school with him, and we were friends, but like we haven't stayed in touch. But were you guys like just chilling there for the store to open to get some sneakers?
Yeah. So the store was, I think, right about, like, it was like 5 minutes from opening. We had just walked in probably 10 minutes before that, and yeah, we saw you there, and we were all there to try and get some tickets in for a raffle for some shoes that they were about to have. Yeah. So yeah, that was I wasn't expecting that morning. I was like in work mode, and I was like, oh shit, there's the opening.
We were walking over, and Gavin's like, is that Danny? And I'm like, oh shit, it is. I'm like, let's go say hi. And Gavin's like, wait, I don't know the other guy, let's not go. I'm like, I know who he is. He probably doesn't recognize me because I'm bald as hell.
It's like, who's this man, right? You look different, bro.
I dabbed him up and everything too, and I kind of
let me adjust real quick.
He's like, how you doing, sir?
And it was like a stiff dab up too, and I had a feeling he didn't know who I was.
Right, it took him a minute to be like,
oh,
But
that
wait,
guy.
did you tell him, or did he like?
Bro, I just said, what's up, Eric?
Oh, Oh,
I didn't tell him my name. I was like, "What's up, man?"
Yeah, because you're like, oh, I know you, and he was
because
like,
I knew who he was,
Yeah.
but I don't think he knew who I was.
yeah, he was like, well, that hair makes a big difference.
Yeah,
do you get that like a lot since you've had that?
Like people who don't recognize me.
Like, yeah, seeing like people from before and they see you with no hair.
Well, I feel like ever since I've been posting a lot on social media, people who I grew up with see that I'm bald, but I don't really go to Lafayette too often, so I don't really see too much people that I've known before.
Oh, okay.
But I think that was the first instance that's ever happened where like I knew somebody from like back in high school, and I like said like what's up, and I had like a little vibe that like he didn't really know who I was, just because of like obviously I look way different. Like last time he saw me, I was probably like 160 pounds with like a nice set of luscious hair.
Yeah, and no facial hair either.
No facial hair.
Yeah,
I have a whole beard now.
I've kind of grown to you having the beard, so I'm like Weddle with a beard.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so it was kind of like
dang, I'm over here with just the goatee. I see.
No, but you can grow the whole thing. I see the scruff.
I can, bro. That's why it doesn't come in like your guys. Like yours is a little bit thicker. I like it. Mine comes in like I have thin hair, so like even down here it just doesn't.
Nah, dude, I think I'd prefer the thin hair though. Cause does it itch at all?
Yeah, it starts to itch, and sometimes I even get acne just from it because like I'll like go like this and I'll get like a little bump down here.
Yeah, cause my shit's thick, where it hurts when it's growing back out, and honestly,
so like pokes yourself,
bro. Like all this on the sides, and you see all this, it just cause my hair's so thick.
Wait, that's not even from like razor bumps. It's just like
it's razor bumps, but razor bumps is like cause I have thick hair, so and it doesn't grow out straight. It grows out like this way and this way anyway. So I'll shave and stuff, and then the hairs will grow into my skin, and that's what the razor bump is. Oh yeah, and it just sucks, bro. Like, and I don't even like how that shit grows in, bro, because I don't get anything right here, so it looks stupid as fuck.
Nah,
but
you look good.
I think it looks
nice, man. I like how you keep it thin too. It looks clean.
Yeah, well, I'm going back out right now because I shaved for the wedding. Which low-key I wish I wouldn't have because right now I'm in the growing out phase, and dude, that shit sucks.
The growing out phase?
Yeah, like growing this out again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
that's
hurts.
the worst part because it's like, well, especially in your situation, it's gonna hurt. But like,
yeah, but I know once I get past a certain level of hurt, it feels so good afterwards. I just I do a beard wash.
A lot of time too.
Yeah.
So it's so much easier.
Yeah,
bro. I think you could grow out a pretty good beard. I'm looking at like your.
Try it out, bro.
Look, I'm about to be joining the beard gang
bro,
right
now, dude.
I'm looking at your scruff and it's like nice and full. Like I think you just need,
it comes all the way up here and everything.
Y'all just hyping me up.
Yeah, bro. I think you just need some patience.
I'm gonna have to try it for like no shave November.
Oh, yeah. Well, try it out, and if it doesn't work, you can always just shave it back. You know what I mean?
How is it during summer? Do you guys like get hot? Because I've never had like a beard.
Well, to be honest, this will be my first summer with a beard, because I've never like fully committed to a beard. I did for a little bit earlier this year, but then I shaved it. But I've never had it for more than like 4 months at a time.
You guys could even get like beard
beard sponsors.
Yeah,
because
like so you guys' logo is even you guys with beards
on the beard. Like, yeah.
I never thought of that. That's a good shout, bro.
There you go. Get your money, boy. Get your money. You gotta get that paycheck.
Yeah, dude.
That's the thing. Like for me, just the YouTube is like I need to see that paycheck. Like I need the money to come in, but I'm like I understand you got to put in that work.
Bro. It's hard like to stay motivated if nothing's coming in. Like you're putting,
you guys are like on every week. I'm like I be watching them, bro. I like them, especially because like I don't get to see you guys, and I like seeing you guys. So I'm like I get to stay in tune with you guys and see what you guys are doing.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, just because we live an hour away, you know.
Yeah.
Like low key, I be feeling FOMO on the group chat because everyone's like, "Yo, we're hanging out tonight," and I want to hang out too.
You guys literally hang out every Saturday, like it's a thing, right?
Yeah, they do. I'm like every now and then because I'm like I like to hang out all together, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like they do their 3 every weekend, but I'm like I hop in every now and then.
Yeah,
nice.
Which is nice because I mean we're all in the group chat,
right?
And I see everybody's like, "Oh, like we're going there." It's like, "Where are you guys?" Like, I'm on my way. It's like, bro, I want to hang out with them.
That hour drive, bro. I swear, especially with gas prices right now.
Yeah, I'm saying,
bro,
dude.
it's like it's gonna be like almost $6.
I didn't really see.
Oh, out here is
right now it was like at $4.50.
Yeah,
it's more expensive up in Lafayette.
Yeah.
Like recently we've been going just for like the wedding and stuff, and I'll pump here before I go. Yeah.
Sorry, that was funny.
Well, low key too.
Little pump session.
Gotta stay level headed, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
bro.
Yeah, it's getting expensive out there. I had when gas was around like $3, about $3.50 here.
It's a good
I
time.
had a friend who was from Cali that came over, and they were like, "It's around $6 over there."
God
I'm like,
damn,
"Oh my
son.
God." I wonder what it is right now, bro. I'm like, it's getting a little too expensive. I'm about to start riding a bike.
Bro,
Yeah,
a lot
dude,
of people
low-key.
see Cali as like Cali like vibes and stuff, bro. Everything there is expensive. Taxes,
It
gas.
takes money to even be poor there, bro. Like,
Literally.
it is an expensive.
Like
city.
in my opinion, moving to Cali, like the only reason you would move to Cali is for like business opportunities or like something that you have already there that's gonna make you more money than what you're actually gonna be paying.
which you should do, like
Yeah.
when moving anywhere, like try to have something set up,
Yeah.
Lined
or
up,
at least
yeah.
an idea.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, for real. Because if not, it's gonna suck.
Yeah, especially in those big cities.
Yeah, dude. Have you guys ever gone on Zillow? You know what Zillow is?
Yeah.
Every now and then I'll get on and just kind of look at like the prices around here, and I'm like, you know what,
For a house or-
yeah, for houses, and I'm like, dude, like I want to see what's going on in LA or like in San Francisco, and bro, it's like a 1 bedroom, like 1 bathroom, like small shack going for like $1 million,
That is crazy.
and I'm like,
dude.
here,
like I said, it costs money to be.
yeah,
broke.
dude, yeah, low key. Damn, and I'm like, here, a place like that would probably cost like $50,000.
I'm like, how do the people that like work at a regular like convenience store or stuff like survive out there?
They're probably in like a lot of debt, bro.
That's crazy.
Or they probably inherited a ton of money and they're just doing that for fun.
I don't know about that one, bro.
Yeah, we're like,
kind of reaching right there. Hopefully.
But going back to your YouTube channel, like what's going on, bro? When's the last time you posted? I'm
been-
calling you out right now.
It's been a month, and like I said, it's just the paycheck. That's why I like that you guys are so consistent, because I'm like, for me, like for the sneakers, I'm like the sneakers get me money, so I'm like, I try to throw my energy towards that, and I'm trying to make it more to where once I get that set up, I can focus now on another realm, which is basically recording myself doing it, selling it, the unboxings, all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's just, I'm like, I gotta see some money come in. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I know it takes time.
So
yeah, but
with-
And especially with unboxings, it's like you're buying the stuff to unbox, so you know it takes money and stuff.
So like
that.
every YouTube video is costing you money, basically.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
So
And then the equipment and everything. And I know it's like I that's why I like your guys' setup, because I'm like, oh, you guys are working with it. I like it.
yeah, I
And
mean,
you
we
guys
got
get it done,
nah,
like,
bro. You should have seen before I had this tripod right here. I used
that's right. I see that.
Yeah, dude.
I had to, bro.
I used this one and I shoved it up against there, and I had like the paper towel roll, and I would lean it against that and tape it just how that one is taped, and that's how we would record.
Like
It
literally,
was all like set up
Y'all,
on chairs.
you guys
and
need
taped.
to like have you guys like just taken a couple pictures and videos just so you like
No,
remember. You
dude,
gotta
I-
remember where you started from,
I
because
have-
when you guys eventually get like a nice setup,
Yeah.
you'll take a look back and be like, damn, look at where we started from.
Yeah.
Like, this
I have
is-
some videos on my YouTube channel, or like just not some clips too that weren't posted on my channel that like didn't make the cut,
Yeah.
but like of the setup and everything. So that's a good like memory to look back on. But like this is like high tech compared to how we started, bro.
yeah, it's just gonna keep getting better too. That's
Yeah.
the thing, like,
I hope
slowly,
so, bro.
slowly.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
elevate.
Well, I just need to buy another like phone holder for that one, and I'll set up my other tripod right there, and just put the phone clip on there, and then we'll be upgraded. You know, now we got 4 tripods.
Yeah, and then eventually we want to get some ring lights. So, because sometimes we record at night, and obviously like the lighting is different, because that lamp is a different hue or like
Yeah,
different lighting
yeah.
than like this light. So it's just weird.
It all
for the
matters.
video.
Yeah. You see it later on, you're like, oh, that don't look right.
Yeah.
Would you like the ring lights or like the box lights?
I think probably the box lights then.
The box lights are the one with like the big thing on the back, no?
Yeah, it's like a square
Mhm.
kind of. Yeah.
Like
box.
the ones that use like a photo shoots.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
They're a little bit heavier, a little bulkier. I've wanted
Yeah,
to
but
try
if
out
it's
like
better
a,
quality, then why not? You know?
Yeah, I've wanted to try out like just a big, bright LED like box and seeing how that ends up.
How that
being.
works. Well, how long does it take you to edit a video?
So for me, I don't know. Like as you guys know, you got to teach yourself. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I feel
bro.
like my first video took me like at least 3 hours, but that was like 3 hours of within trying to learn how to do it,
Right.
like getting the editing software and then all that. Like,
and then like learning how what everything means in it.
Yeah,
you know? Or at least enough for you to edit.
I've seen
your
Weddle
video.
puts in work, boy.
Thanks,
I see
bro.
that. I like it. He be making them videos even on Instagram and everything. I'm like, he's putting in
Yeah,
work.
dude. Bro, you could do the same though.
I know.
For like some unboxings, like a quick unboxing and like show off the shoe.
And that's how I originally
I mean?
started. Like I originally did it on Snapchat and I liked it because it was so fun. It was so quick. Like it'd take me 5 minutes to make a video on Snapchat. But then I was like, oh, Snapchat doesn't pay. YouTube does. So I'm like, I gotta make these.
Yeah. But Instagram pays too.
And well, back then it wasn't where Instagram when I first started. So I'm like, yeah,
got
Instagram
it.
does pay now. And I'm like, even TikTok and all that stuff.
But bro, like how are you gonna get paid if you don't do it? You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah,
the calling out. I need it. I need
no,
it.
because like
Truthful,
low key,
bro.
like I mean, I don't see like a lot of like shoe stuff just because that's
Especially in
not my
Lafayette,
realm
like,
of
we have
knowledge.
no like store out there that's even like relative to this, other than maybe like Zoomies. So
but I mean, Zoomies, that's like.
Yeah, that's for
You
like
know.
when you're starting out in high school stuff. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they
but-
don't have like anything sneaker wise out there in Lafayette, and I'm like, someone does have to hop on it, and I'm like, slowly, I'm
Is
trying
that-
to.
yeah.
So I'm just trying to move out with the shoes first, just to get that income going, like through there, and then hoping. But like you guys say, you just gotta start. You gotta press
'cause
record.
Bro,
if
honestly,
you don't start, go ahead.
I was gonna say if you just take the time to like record the videos and stuff, and like send me that shit and I'll record it for you, or I'll spice it up, I'll edit it for you.
Man,
Just
that's
push it out
love,
here.
You got
bro.
it.
That's
Edit-
love, bro.
No, for real, dude. Because like seeing like reels and how you can make it, bro. Like a quick 6-7 second video of you doing like a slick unboxing, showing off the shoe real quick, and like maybe like on your foot real quick or something.
Right.
Like, dude, like just do that consistently. And like within a year, 2 years or whatever. I know it's 2 years, but
I know. Yeah.
You know what I
That's the
mean?
thing. I'm like, it takes
See,
time.
but that's the thing. Like you think 2 years, but like 2 years from now, you'd be like, why the heck didn't I start it?
Yeah, and especially you gotta like, I try to tell myself like, I'm here to I'm hoping at least 100. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I gotta
dude.
try and like,
well, supposedly with like all the new stuff that's coming out, like our generation is expected to live to 100.
Yeah.
oh yeah, like at least 100. Yeah, I'm like,
and I mean, you're out here taking care of yourself anyway, like
right,
health wise,
staying healthy.
yeah, dude.
drinking water.
yeah, working out.
yeah, working out.
Yeah, dude, it's good shit. But yeah, dude, like, I think, I mean, you got something going up there, you know.
Yeah.
I do just spearhead that fucking.
I know. I got to get back
that
into it.
shoe
And it's
game.
crazy because, like, I have the equipment, and it's obviously, like, something that I just love doing. Like, sneakers, clothing. It's just something that I think you guys have even seen from high school. It's just been a little bit different about me. So it's like, I've tried to just dig myself deeper into it to now make it a career or, like, my new job, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. But yeah, dude, if you're down, like,
Hey,
just
man,
just-
that's love
bro.
right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I'm gonna take him up on that.
No, yeah, dude, for real. And it's all for free. Like, I ain't, you know, it's all.
Paul was like,
it's all
until you start making money.
Once he sees the promo, he's gonna be like, "Hey, I need that shit."
yeah, dude, I'll be your manager, bro.
Yeah, and I've also learned, like I said, like I feel I like the business aspect sometimes, like the selling sneakers, trying to negotiate prices and stuff like
Right.
that. Like it's became fun. It's like a little business, and I'm slowly just trying to work into that and make it just on a bigger scheme.
Have you ever thought about, since you want to like go to a bigger scheme, have you ever thought about delegating like the time for that you take to go and buy the sneakers, have somebody do that for you instead of you going out and you focus on like maybe editing like your YouTube videos?
So with me, I'm trying to make it like a brand, like myself out there, buying the sneakers, selling the sneakers, unboxing obviously the item. So like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like I'm trying to be the brand, and I'm also trying to learn like what that is, like being a business and stuff.
Yeah, because
like,
I feel like
and
with,
it's not stuff that we're taught, you know, like we all went to the same
bro.
school, and they definitely didn't help us out with this stuff.
No. Yeah. Well, honestly, dude, like, I don't know. I'm all about helping out my boys. Like, I love that. So, like, that's why I'm trying to get like a business degree, just like learn more about it and like help out where I can.
Is that what you're getting?
Yeah, I'm getting a business degree.
Okay,
But
that's nice.
I like that you said that you want to do all the like the picking of the shoes, because at the end of the day, like the branding, you're not just selling the shoe, but you're selling the fact that you know how to pick out a good shoe, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah,
I've gotten
yeah.
a lot of compliments, like people liking the table, and I just try to accommodate like people from like that are willing to spend like $200 on a sneaker up to like a couple thousand on a sneaker.
And I feel like with sneaker and like collectible stuff like that, it's not necessarily about the quantity, it's more about the quality.
Right. Yeah, and it's
know
also
what I
like
mean?
you get to interact with the people like out there, especially they're spending some money with you, so you try to chop it up with them, you try to see how their day's going, you get to talk to them, and it's a real like business aspect. Like it's taught me a lot of, you know, like interacting with with and being
dude.
like the seller, you know, like it's
dude.
different. Like you gotta like
are
try
there
to understand them.
Are there a lot of like YouTubers or like videos going out on like sneaker, like you were up at Sneaker Fest, was there anybody like recording that you saw for like a YouTube video?
Yeah, so like out of there's probably a few thousand people there. There's definitely like a few people out there with some cameras and stuff. You never know exactly what it's for. They're not like walking around handing out the business cards, but you'll eventually, if you look up like Sneaker Fest on YouTube, you could probably find yourself out on one of the videos if you were out there. Yeah,
I don't know, bro. I just feel like you can do it out there, bro.
I appreciate
it.
Yeah. My girl be trying to push me too, and it's a lot about. It took me a while to like learn myself, because in the beginning this was like me doing it for fun. Like I just bought sneakers and clothing because I liked it, because I was into it, and then like I saw a couple other people that were like into it as well, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like you make a couple friends here and there, and then it was me trying to learn like, oh, like I can make real money from this. Like I can make it a business, and I was like, now I have to learn how that works. Like, how can I do that? And then like express myself through the videos of showing how.
Yeah.
Which is really nice, because the way you're explaining it, you got into it because you love sneakers. You didn't really get into it because of the money.
Right.
You're just like, oh, like I love shoes. I love collecting shoes. Like, wait, I can make money out of this? Like heck yeah. Like you were already in the space. You just now found out that you could actually make something more of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It took me a minute too to like be like, okay, I'm gonna go like all in to like the sneaker stuff, because it's like once you get out of high school, you're like, like what am I gonna do? Like you guys went to school, so I was like, okay, you guys had like you knew you wanted to further into school. I was like, school honestly, wasn't for me.
Yeah, like I'm only in right now because I did like my 4 in the military, my 4 years there, and I get benefits for going to school, and it helps out. I'm like, it won't hurt for me to have a degree, you know, like just in case something happens. But at the end of the day, I really want to get into like the creator space.
Yeah, it's a new space too. It's like
dude,
it's
fun.
just growing from here. Like it's still the beginning.
Yeah, because I like saying of like college definitely isn't for everybody, but that doesn't mean you should stop learning. Like educating yourself is where it's at.
Yeah, and I feel like YouTube does a lot of that. Like I've just spent hours watching podcasts and just learning about things I would have never learned in school. Like it's crazy,
and way more interesting stuff too.
Yeah, and like the way YouTube does it, it captures your attention, and you pay attention. I feel like more through that than like through school.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, and like school's like very textbook, like especially
outdated textbook.
Outdated.
Yeah,
textbook.
bro. Because a lot of the times, so I was in a business class last semester, and there was this older guy in there, and he was going to school just because he didn't have a bachelor's. And his employer said, if you want, like, we need you higher up in the ranks at our whatever corporate job or whatever, but you needed the degree first. So he was out, like, getting his degree all online and whatever. And I had him in a group project, and he said, and we would get together outside of class through Zoom, and he would tell me, like, yo, this information we're learning is super outdated. He said, in the real world, that's not how it works. He's like, but in the academic world, that's how they teach it. So this is the answer, but just know in the real world, it's not this. And I'm just saying that, like, what's the point of learning this way?
What am I doing here?
Yeah.
Like, why are you guys doing this?
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like the way to make the most out of school, especially college, is because, like Pablo said, most of the stuff is kind of outdated, especially with, like, exercise science, what Gabby and I are doing. You have to, like, keep up to date with it every year, because some things that were said 2 years ago might not be true now. So it's just kind of like that thing. But I think the way to make your college experience or school experience the best is by, like, connections. Like the people in class, talk to them, or like see what they're up to, or like literally just connecting with other people. Because if you just stick to like textbook and like passing classes, you'll get your bachelor's and everything, you might get your job afterwards, but then like it's very like black and white, instead of like actually like getting connections and then maybe seeing future opportunities from that.
I feel like as life's gone on, that's all, or that's the bigger picture of more of connecting more than learning. Like the connections can take you way further, and it's all about interacting out in the world, like meeting people, talking to them, getting those opportunities,
and you learn from those connections.
Right.
I
Just
feel like
being there.
Yeah, I feel like you learn more as a person and in life with connections rather than like textbook school stuff and all that. Because like textbook school stuff, it's all focused. Like the American school system is very reliant on tests, and like I don't think it's a really good like way to scale somebody's knowledge. But like at the same time, like there's not really anything else that you could really scale a like mass population on.
Right.
But
yeah. Well, because at the end of the day, all they want is for you to go to corporate America.
Yeah.
You know, like to keep the beast going. Like they don't care about you and your life.
I mean, like we said before,
100% true. Yeah.
We've said this before on the podcast. We need some people. We need people to be corporate America.
Sadly, yeah. Like
Yeah.
someone's gotta take the order. You know?
Yeah,
Someone's
yeah.
gotta
like
change
like,
the tires.
someone's got to flip the burgers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
like,
I'm still in that, but like I'm doing like the YouTube thing on the side, the reels on the side. I got hired on as an editor for freelance. I'm a freelancer, so I work for somebody as an editor.
Congrats, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
So I do that on the side, but then I also work for corporate America. I work at, well, I'll bleep it out. I work at Chick-fil-A. They probably already know. We talked about
bro,
it
you've
last
been saying
episode.
it, yeah.
I work there, so like I mean that's my main source of income. But like everything else, I technically have two jobs: Chick-fil-A and then the freelancer job.
For sure.
But
I
like-
mean, you definitely have more because this is definitely a job.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
But low key, this is more fun. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And it's good when it's like that. Like you're doing
Yeah.
it for the fun because the reward later is
yeah,
the
dude.
payment, and
Yeah.
it comes out of the joy of you doing. The
Yeah,
work.
dude, it's fun, you know. And like at first, it was just me and him, just going at it for like episodes and episodes, just to kind of like get a good kind of base on how to do this thing.
Right. You
But,
gotta get
like,
comfortable.
Yeah, bro. Like get comfortable speaking into this.
Right. And then learning how the camera works and everything. Like
yeah, and
how
like
you'll
the
be
editing stuff and all that, you know. Because like I said earlier, I feel like there's this like generation, there's this like push out of Lafayette that all these people are coming up and like doing great things and like bringing up the city, and I want to bring them on.
right there.
You know? Yeah, I want to bring on like, you know, just show love to the people from Lafayette, because at the end of the day, like that's where we're from.
Right.
And
Like helping out the
automatically
homies.
Yeah, dude.
Showing off everyone that you know,
Yeah, yeah.
sharing all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, we had Alex on a while back.
Yeah,
you know?
I
He was like
watched
our
him.
first one from Lafayette,
Mhm.
like from the boys.
Oh, he
I
was the
think.
first one from Lafayette?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you and
that
Alex are
came
the
on.
only
Lafayette one.
Lafayette ones.
Yeah, so far.
So all the other ones have been from Indy?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
they've all been friends of Weddles from Chick-fil-A.
Mhm. Or like,
like-
people I've met. Well,
Dang, the
Yeah,
whole
literally.
Chick-fil-A squad.
literally, bro.
Bro,
I'm about to
yeah,
bring up the operator on here.
Yeah, but I mean, this is just fun, you know. It's cool to do it. I like talking to people. We want to get more like,
Especially when your
like-
friends become people that also do this. You guys
Yeah,
like
bro.
learn how to bounce ideas off each other and how to
Yeah.
like grow each other.
Yeah.
And then it pushes you because it's like there's other people around you in the same realm. So it's like
Yeah.
it just helps you get into
Yeah.
your work mode.
Yes, like surround yourself with like-minded people, and then you're gonna get
yeah.
where you want.
And then it's not a competition,
it's not.
you know. It's like, yo, like let's bring each other up.
Right,
Like,
right.
I'll help you out, you help me
Yeah.
out, and like next, you know, like
You
like-
encourage each other, you push each
Yeah,
other.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You become
yeah.
like a little community.
Yeah, and I've always wanted that. You
Right.
know? Like I love that shit.
Right.
so.
Like just helping each other out.
And I like the fact that like, especially us three, well, because out of our friend group, I feel like out of our friend group, we've all had this mindset, but like us three are like the ones like doing it, like the creator type thing. But like, it's nice that like growing up, we'd all like play video games together and everything. Like we'd have fun. Like we're creative in a way, like just messing around in video games.
Bro, me and you have put in hours.
Dude, we probably have a couple weeks on GTA.
On GTA,
that game alone, yeah. Like we
Literally.
have spent a lot of time together.
Yeah, and it's nice to like see that we have the ability to express our creativityness. If that's the right word, creativityness.
No, that's not a real word.
What?
What's the right word for that?
Creativeness.
Creativeness.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Damn, I was with him. I was with him, bro.
I totally.
Yeah.
He was like, no.
But it's nice that we're all doing that and not stuck on the black and white aspect of life.
Right, because you can get stuck in just the regular, like 9 to 5, your work life, and it's like, especially in Lafayette being such a big like factory area and farmland area, like it's easy to just get stuck in a little job over there. But reaching out, trying to go further in life with like different tunnels, I guess you would say.
Yeah, different paths.
Yeah.
Instead of taking the right way, we're taking the left way.
Yes. Drop the mic.
That was so stupid.
Going back into the sneaker things, did you hear about the StockX scandal?
Yes. So I've done some research on it because obviously I personally haven't messed with StockX for a while just because I've had some bad experiences with them as well. Not with like a fake sneaker, but just their customer service isn't the best. But I feel like you got to understand when you're using these apps that with any business, fakes can and will get through. Like even when I buy a shoe, whether it being from a person or online, like when you get it, you have to do your own checks on it, make sure like it becomes legit, because they give you a time frame of you could possibly return it or get a refund. But from what I read from that was that they had bought a lot of pairs within a time span of, I believe, maybe 6 months. And they did have a few fakes get through. I believe it may have been 3. I don't know if it was more than that, but
So StockX is just a website that resells shoes, right?
yeah, so they pioneered really creating a market, like a stock market for sneakers, because on their app it tracks every sale and records it, and it gives you a time graph of what it sold for, when, and then you just keep following that, and the sneaker stays at a relative price, or you see it go up, and it just keeps a up to date time on the price. Yeah.
So like they were selling. Did they know they were selling fake shoes? Because what I read is that some like StockX employees but before I get into that, is StockX only an online website, or is it actually like a physical location that you can go to?
So I know in New York they have a couple physical stores where if you hit sell online, you can go drop off the sneaker at their location, because usually you'd have to ship it from wherever you're from and then wait about 3 to 4 days for it to arrive, get authenticated, and then your payout be sent. Sometimes it can take way longer with that, with like the 3 business days of getting your payment sent to you. So with the couple physical stores that they do have, you can just go in there, drop your shoe off, get it legit checked, and then leave with your payment. But they don't have too many of those. It's only in a couple big cities.
Okay, so what I read might not have been right, but what I understood was that some employees like knew they were fake shoes and that they were selling them to customers.
Really?
That's what I heard and read, but I'm not a shoe guy. That's why I'm asking you.
I've heard there. I mean, there's definitely a lot of jokes going towards them about that they just let anything go through and they don't check it, because I mean, some people have gotten shoes where they look like they've been worn, or they may have a scuff on them, like they don't look brand new, or they end up being fake as well. And then StockX hasn't always been the best with honoring the system of here's your refund for the sneaker that wasn't what you ordered, or even sometimes they've for the sellers that they've screwed over, you sell a shoe, you send it in, it doesn't pass authentication, you end up getting your sneaker back, and it's maybe 1, messed up, and then 2, they charge you a 15% fee for that sale. And I've seen it happen to, there was a story where one guy sold a sneaker for around like $6,000 on there, and then it didn't pass because it had like a factory flaw, even though he posted pictures of the sneaker and it looked brand new, completely fine. But he ended up getting the 15% fee, and it came out to a couple grand just for nothing, like just getting declined.
Dang.
Yeah. And I'm like,
that's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, and I'm like, when you're a business, it's like, why would you do that to your customers? Especially with like, your customers spend at least a few hundred on your website easily with one simple sneaker. And it's kind of cool with StockX though, just because they've tried to make a stock market not just for sneakers, but for any collectibles that you could think of. With like, they have Rolex watches, they have Louis Vuitton bags, they have.
I thought they were just a sneaker place.
No, that's the thing. Like, they have a great idea. I just don't feel like they're taking care of their customers correctly.
Their execution isn't there.
Nah, not at all. Just because they're letting the fakes through. They don't want to, like, if you get something messed up and you're not happy, they're not going to take care of you like that. But they have a good idea of, hey, let's create a market on all these items, and you can keep track of them, and you can get some really cool items. Like, obviously, some people who sell on there are, for sure, like, they're selling you a good item, you get a good price, and it goes through and everything. But then there's a couple bad batches in there.
Yeah. Have you ever tried selling anything on there?
Yeah, I've definitely done my fair share. I stopped after a little bit. One, because I was like, they have some fees on there, and it's just like, it really eats up your profit. It doesn't work out for you like that.
So do you do a lot of your sales like face to face?
Yeah, I try to do face to face, and then I ship. So I'm like, if you send it through Zelle or Cash App, like, I'll just ship your shoe out to you.
Nice.
What is the most amount of money you've ever made on one pair of sneakers? If you don't mind saying, you can like give us a range.
On one pair, like profit wise.
Yeah, profit wise.
I want to say I had a pair of Travis Scott's I bought maybe 3 months after they released for around 800, and then I sold them maybe 2 years later for 2,100.
Jeez.
And it was before they ended up dipping after he had his accident at his concert.
Astroworld.
Yeah, so I'm happy I got rid of them.
You sold them at a good time.
Yeah, before they went down in price because of that. But I mean, they're still up there to slightly under a couple racks. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Sadly, I couldn't bring myself to wear that one just because I'm like, that's a lot of money, bro. Like,
yeah.
Okay, so a lot of the shoes you buy, if they're your shoe size, you don't wear them. Like, you go out specifically, you're like, all right, I'm going to buy this one for me. And then, like, that one's for you. And then you buy, like, you have a different stock, a different, like, supply to sell.
So for me, that's one thing I feel like it makes me different in the trying to do my YouTube channel, because it's like, for me, my pair comes first. I'm trying to get my size 11 first. Because at heart, I collect this stuff. Like, it's fun to me. So I'm trying to build my collection. And then after that, every pair I get, then I'm just trying to make some money on. End up paying for my pair and then getting a few extra dollars to reinvest into this. And then, like I say, I try to buy, if like a shoe just came out on Saturday, I ended up picking like 6 pairs for retail. Like 3 adult sizes and 3 grade school, and then I ended up picking like 2 or 3 at resale. I still have one to pick up. I paid like $60 under market, and then I'm gonna try and sell it at market and make those extra $60 on the ones that I paid resale. And then I also just try to buy in bulk. Like on Friday, I bought a 4-pack of shoes, and the price that I offered him was like literally $50 above retail in total. Like, if I would have bought all the shoes at retail, I just threw like an extra $50 on top, and then math wise, that'll come out to about $1,000 if I sell them at market. So it's like an extra 150 easily. Yeah.
Nice.
Do you have a specific clientele that always buys from you? Like, do you have like your guys is like, hey man, like, I'm gonna get this shoe's releasing, like, I got you, and like, like they're always like basically loyal customers?
I definitely got a couple loyal customers. They are, especially when the ones that are in my size, since I'm trying to go for my size first, I'm putting in entries for my size 11. And so when my seller's a size 11, they definitely like to pick those up. And I do have a homie who picks up all my extra size 11. Sometimes even picks up my personal pairs. I gotta tax him a little bit on those, but it's always love. He definitely spends money with me, and then brings the homies through. And then I got a couple other homies that are always trying to pick up the newest releases as well. So you build a clientele slowly, and that's the part of where you got to learn your customers. You got to interact with them. You got to make them want to spend money with you. You know, it's not just a business. It's trying to like create a family as well.
Do you think it would do you think your situation would have been a little bit different if you moved to here to Indy and try to start that before? Because I know some of the people that buy from you, I think you were like friends with in high school. Like, let's say like you moved out of high school and then you moved to Indy. What do you think like your situation would have been like differently?
So when I first started buying sneakers, I would come out to Indy because I didn't really know how the Lafayette scene worked for the sneakers. It was just kind of hard to get your foot into the door, because you do have to like learn to go talk to the workers at the store, get your name in there, be cool with them, you know, try to have them slide you the pairs.
VIP access.
Yeah, because like when a shoe releases, the store may only get 2 or 3 sizes in each pair. So then you gotta they'll do a raffle, or you know, sometimes the online ones definitely work the best because it gives everyone a fair chance. But then if they're not online, you gotta kind of know someone sometimes. And definitely they try to let everyone get a fair chance as well. But when there's only a few sizes or a few pairs in a few sizes, they're definitely getting backdoored a few times. So you gotta learn.
That's right, because I'm assuming like some of the people that work there are probably sneakerheads too. You think like they just like first come first serve, they grab their pair first and then they sell you whatever they have?
Which I mean, definitely you can't get too mad about, just because if you work there, you're definitely trying to plug yourself with your own pair first. So you got to understand that. And then, you know, whatever's left over is for whoever can actually get them. But what was the question again?
About what do you think do you think your situation would have been different if you started here in Indy?
Oh, okay. So I did start out here trying to pick up pairs, but it became a little bit hard because obviously out here in Indy, it's a little bit wilder. You got all different. It's a bigger city, so it's not as easy. Especially I used to line up for sneakers, so I'd be in line at like 2 a.m. and
dang, midnight release, bro.
No, not even. They'd be coming out at like 8 or 9 in the morning, and so you'd have to be out there all day long. And I mean, the stores aren't always in the best part of the city, so you definitely got some homeless people walking around. You got a couple other people walking around, so you got to watch your back a little bit sometimes out there. Well, out here.
Did your wife go with you to all these things? Because I know on your Snapchat she usually goes with you to like.
Yeah, she tries to be out there with me. She's out there for a good portion. She's also builds her collection as well. She's a little bit more quiet about it. She doesn't pop it off like me, but yeah, she's got a fat collection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen on your Snapchat you're like, I got this pair, but obviously I got a pair for the wife.
Yeah. I'm like, she'd be trying every pair I get, she'd be trying to get an extra pair too, just to match with me. And she loves when we wear the same pairs. We get a little compliment out there. Ooh, I like your guys' shoes, and I like you guys matching.
How often do you wear the shoes that like? So like, for example, are those like shoes that you wouldn't mind getting dirty?
So with me, since I have so many, I try to wear them, but I try to take care of them. So like on this one, if you look, I got a little bit of like a plastic clear protection on there, so then I can enjoy them but not ruin them.
I'm assuming you have like probably 2 other pairs of these, right?
Of these, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like so I try to just keep the stock moving. That way I can like when I get shoes for sell them for the high price that I can, get that money reinvested by trying to buy either more shoes at retail, because like when a shoe comes out, other people are trying to do this, but not everyone can buy 10, 15 pairs. So it's like if you have the money, then you can buy sometimes 10 or 15 pairs, and then you try to off those pairs for the high price. And you usually want to do it while the price is high, so you try to do it fast, but you get to holding some stock. So like for these, I sold a pair of these when they had sold for I think $350. Now I try not to keep them for too long, but now they're at like $600. So if you hold a shoe long enough, you can definitely make a lot more money. But you never know what shoe is gonna go up.
Yeah. So it's just a game.
Yeah,
You just have to
it's
see.
its own little market, kind of like the stock market.
Yeah. I mean, the way you're explaining it is just like a stock market.
Yeah.
You're buying and you're holding on to it and seeing when is a good time to sell.
Right.
You know what
Especially
I mean?
with like collabs with like Travis Scott or like Off-White, like those usually tend to do well. Especially when it's like the first release, it tends to do well the longer you hold.
So then, when you sell it, how do you verify that it's like do you like attach the receipt along with the sale so that way they can see like, all right, you got it at this date, it's like time stamped the price, and it's like legit, you know?
So, like the pairs that I had just picked up this weekend, it was a Jordan 4, it was black and white. I try to buy them in hand, and usually like the shoe just came out, so to have a fake pair of those, like you would have to order it at least 2 to 3 weeks ago. So the chance of you running into a fake pair as soon as the release happened is very, very unlikely. It's more of a couple weeks after the shoe has been out that people have now decided not to want to buy the resale price of that shoe, so they're now buying a fake and then maybe trying to sell it to you as well. But you do have to like learn how to legit check shoes yourself. Like you got to learn what feels off. Sometimes you can like squish the shoe, like you can tell when something just doesn't have quality, you know.
Right,
and usually those shoes just aren't coming with the same quality, and it's scary because I have seen some very good fakes as well, like where it's just off barely, and it becomes hard to tell because
you have to become like a connoisseur. Like you have to know like the stitching pattern almost, right?
Yeah.
And like how it feels and like the way it swoops.
Yeah.
And everything about the shoe.
I just caught a fake pair recently. Like they had sent me one picture and the shoe looked like brand new in box. They had worn it, they said like a few times, but it looked really good just from the one picture they sent me. So I like threw them an offer and we worked out to a number. And before we had gone to meet, I went ahead and took an extra look at the one picture that he sent me. And I was obviously going to check the shoes out when I actually got them, but I was like, let me just look at the picture. And I noticed it had a sticker in there, and the sticker for that shoe wasn't supposed to be in there because that shoe had came out at least 3 years ago, and the sticker didn't start being put into those shoe boxes until like a year ago.
Dude, so, that is crazy that you know all that.
Yeah, so it was like it was that little thing that then I was like, wait, send me a couple more pictures of the shoe now, just because that threw the first red flag. And then once he sent me the picture of like the size tag, I had that shoe already in my collection, so it was even easier to check. I would just like look at my box and then look at the picture he sent me, and the size tag then was like slightly off, like the lettering just didn't line up how it was supposed to. And I was like, okay, yeah, these don't come out legit.
Dang, you've been in the game so long that like literally any font change in the...
And it's scary because it becomes like that's how you have to tell sometimes. Like sometimes it's buy the extra sticker, the font. Like you have to have a little black light, and you got to check the box if it has like a Chinese stamp on it. And it's like, it's getting scary sometimes.
Yeah. Have you ever bought a fake shoe on it? Like, has anybody ever sold you one?
I mean, I feel like at the beginning you kind of had to, right? And that's how you learn.
Yeah, I'd had, especially in high school, gotten a few fake pairs, and I was like, damn. And then you just end up losing your money. It sucks because it's like you don't want to throw them back into the system of like trying to resell them.
Right, because then you become that person.
Yeah. And you get a bad rep for yourself just in that realm sometimes, because it's like some people who try to buy the fakes, they try to sell them for the price that they go for. It's like it's a little bit of a scam.
Do you think some like scammers they specifically go for the fakes so they can sell them at the regular price?
There definitely is some people that do that. I've never seen it done like on a big operational scale where it's like they have a lot of fakes. I mean, I've heard the jokes that that's how StockX does it, but not like a real business where they're like selling fakes. But I've definitely seen where like I've seen shipment containers that have had like, they've said millions of dollars worth of counterfeit sneakers in them. But it's crazy because sometimes what they consider counterfeit is the shoe could be made in the same factory with the same materials, but it wasn't basically authorized by Nike. Like sometimes Nike will have a little bit of extra material from the sneaker that they'll then sell to the factory in China for a little bit of a higher price, and then that Chinese company then uses that to make the replica sneaker.
Oh.
But it's essentially the same sneaker.
And it's crazy because sometimes then it essentially is kind of
yeah. The only difference is that Nike didn't authenticate it.
Yeah, and then sometimes those pairs just don't always do come out to the higher quality, so you'll be able to tell because there is what they call B grades, which is just a lower version of the authentic pair.
Shit. Okay.
That's
Dude, yeah, that's intense. Like you have to know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
in the sneaker game.
It takes up a part of your head.
Yeah,
it's a lot of information to store.
So when you go to buy sneakers from like somebody else that's selling them to you, and you meet with them in person, do you like show up with your black light and like check?
Yeah,
the shoe?
so like I gotta show up, and before I hand them the cash, I basically like let me check them out real quick. I try to really go for like the midsole, just because when you have like bad quality, the midsole will give in. And if it's sturdy and hard, that's a real good way to tell. Another one is the smell, especially if the shoe's brand new. You can really smell the factory smell.
This guy's feet stink.
Yeah, it does. It has a stink. Like Nike has their own like good smell that I don't know how they added in there. But when it comes from the factories in China, it does have that stinky smell. And then you just got to look at the stitching. Sometimes you can just tell like this just doesn't look right.
So is that something like when you're selling that like that's part of the game? So like when you're selling at like for example Sneaker Fest and you got people coming up to your stand and they're like looking at the shoe, looking at it, you're like, yeah, like that's just how the game is.
Like you don't take any offense to it that people are like checking out your shoe, make sure it's fake.
Oh no. I especially when they're spending like a few $100s, I'm like I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
right.
Respect,
okay.
like definitely. It's like,
bro, go ahead. Like
yeah,
I want you to make sure that I'm legit.
Yeah. Before I hand it to them, I'm like, go ahead. I hand them the box. I'm like, go ahead, check it out, do your thing before you leave. I want to make sure they're good and happy with their purchase. They don't want to get home and then have some type of regret and then be mad that they spent a few $100s with you and they don't like what they got. You know? Right. Especially when you're selling like a pair of used shoes. I'm like, check out the shoe, make sure it's exactly how you want it. I don't want you leaving here mad. Right. Because at the end of the day, they are spending money. Yeah. Like a pretty penny for some shoes like that. For some sneakers.
The people who would get upset for you checking the shoe are the people that are selling the fakes. Right. Like if they get upset, it's like, dude, why are you checking my shoe? It's real. Like, leave it alone. It's like, bro, it's fake.
Some people also like post some sneakers up and they'll put like don't touch signs. And I'm like, if they're gonna spend some money with like, you don't buy something off of a picture usually. Yeah.
Right. Especially like in person.
Yeah. Like you're gonna want to check it out. You want to feel it. You want to touch it. You want to touch your item.
Yeah. So those are like red flags. Yeah. If they got like don't touch signs, you're like, even if they're legit, I'm just staying away, kind of thing.
For when I'm buying.
Yeah.
Yeah, from when I'm buying, I'm like, I always have to check out the shoes personally. Like, I'm going to have to do my little quick eye on them, make sure they come out legit. And even I try to do like a quick check in person. And then even when I get home, I give them a double check just to make sure, because I never want to pass one off to somebody else. And then they try to come back to me like, hey, this wasn't legit and you sold it to me. I'm like, because most likely they're going to keep that sneaker that they spent $400 on. Yeah. And when they try to sell it, they're going to try to get a few $100s off of it probably. Right. So they'll be able to tell later on, oh, this wasn't legit and it was sold to me by this person. So this person is a scam.
Yeah, and immediately they start telling all their friends, like, yo, don't buy from this person.
Yeah, and then the word gets out and then no one wants to do business with someone. Yeah. No one's going to buy your shoes after that. Yeah.
Have you ever had anybody like seriously upset with you because they didn't like the shoe that they bought from you?
From me, no. I'm complete good business all the way around. Nice. Yeah, I'm like, I ain't trying to pick no fights with you. I know you spending money. I'm trying to do all good business. Yeah. Well, especially like for me. I've collected this stuff forever. So it's funny that like I understand why some people try to like check out the seller sometimes, because it's like you don't know who's selling you the shoe. But for me, it's like I do this for the love of the sneakers and the community. So like I know my stuff.
And like in a way, you're kind of doing it for a living. So like if you're not doing it 100%, like why are you even gonna do it?
Right? Yeah. You got to dig deeper into what you love.
Yeah. And like, dude, in your apartment, I've been there I think like twice, but I mean, you've only ever let us see the living room. Bro. Yeah, bro, you've never let us use the bathroom.
Not the bathroom, bro. They always bring that up, bro. I told them not to use the bathroom one time, bro. And not even in the apartment I had.
I know, bro. They told me about it. I think I was still in Japan when it happened, or I don't even know when, but like I wasn't like here or whatever. And dude, I was just like, he didn't use a fucking bathroom. I would have pissed all over his place, bro.
Bro, they hated me after
That's so funny. That's so funny, man.
Dang, I didn't know you've never been into the studio. Yeah.
No, so you have like a.
It's been a work
separate
in
room?
progress. That's probably when you were over there. It was still.
Yeah, I think when we first went, I don't know if you had like, do you have like actual furniture?
Yeah, now there's furniture.
Okay.
Yeah. In the
when
beginning,
I
there
went-
wasn't.
When I went to hang out, we had a foldable chair and some foldable seats.
Oh yeah, and then
we
I had
played
the
Mortal
foldable
Kombat.
table.
Yeah, we had pizza.
Oh, and then you beat us like 40 times.
Dude,
on-
oh my gosh, let me tell you guys. So Danny got an arcade. It's like basically like an arcade game of Mortal Kombat, and it's a
What do you call
2-player
those, like
thing.
the mini arcades.
Yeah, it's about like probably
It's like 5 foot.
5 foot, and like you literally, it's a 2-player thing. It's got a knob and 2 buttons. And bro, I was on a streak. Nobody could beat me. I was 40-0. Bro.
It was me, Alex, Caesar. I don't know if Tony was there, but literally we're all taking turns, one after another. No one could beat
And then
this man.
at one point, it gave me the option to put my name for the high score because I got the high score on it, and I was about to do it, and I think it was like Alex, or it was probably you. You pushed me out the way, so I couldn't put my name in it.
What?
Yeah, bro. For real. It might have been Alex, but like somebody.
Let's say it's Alex.
One of you guys. Was
Damn. I the thing like the screen plays and it's popped up where like the leaderboard shows and people have asked like, has anyone put their name in? I'm like, no, I don't think so. But now
that top one.
right, I'm like, I always tell him I was like, bro, I had someone over and we had like 3 other homies and this man beat us like 40 times. In a
Let's
row.
go.
Yeah,
you're a
like,
legend.
Everyone's like, hey, you want to play? I'm like, nah, bro. Last time I played this shit, I got so murked. It was embarrassing, bro.
Yeah, you didn't even want to play anymore. You guys got whooped up.
I had brought it out into the living room and everything, and nah, bro, that shit was embarrassing.
Dude, it was so fun though.
It was fun though.
Like, we had pizza and we just
We
stood
had
up
the
there.
music playing.
The music, it was a vibe. Like we were just playing there, and like, dude, I was like, at some point they even told me because I was on the right side most of the time. At some point they're like, dude, just like switch sides.
switch
Go- I'm like, okay.
And then we'd be like, no, you got to use this character now, and bro would still whoop us.
Every single character, I smoked these guys.
And then Alex told me, yeah, he grew up playing this. I was like, no wonder, bro.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, though. Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I bought this. I don't even know how to play it. I got murked in my own crib, bro.
I felt like on top of the
disrespect.
world, bro.
Yeah.
So
That
I
was a
just
good night,
smoked
bro.
All these guys.
Dude, it's always a good time when all the boys get together. It's always a good time,
I
man.
do it more often, bro. We gotta
Dude,
do it.
yeah.
Dude, I'm saying, like, I think the last time it happened was at the bachelor party,
That was such a great time.
and that was
Yeah.
fun.
That was
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that pool table was like the highlight of the night, you know.
right. And then you got some good
I
videos
did
off
get some
that.
good clips at the.
It
Yeah.
confused me in the beginning because I saw you take a video vertically, and then I saw you post it horizontally. Or no, you
So
took it
I-
horizontally and then
yeah.
you posted it vertically. And I was like, I showed my girl because I was like, look, I have the video of him doing it like this, and then it came out so nice. I was like, dang, he's doing his thing.
I mean, because back then when I was taking the videos, I was thinking about like maybe adding it to like a montage on my YouTube channel. But that's when I first started posting reels on
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
So I was like, you know what, like there was enough space to where I could make the reel blow up so it could fit the screen vertically. So because the first one I posted was Pablo, and then you were next to him filming him. And I'm like, oh, it works out good because Pablo was in the center of the video, and then Danny just kind of like peeked in. So I started editing it, and I'm like, bro, like I'm gonna try editing.
You,
Like,
you got
it's
a few
pretty fun.
people on there too.
Yeah, I got you, Pablo,
Andy was on there,
and
well,
myself.
and then you were on
And
there
then,
too.
yeah, yourself.
Yeah, it was. They're fun.
That was a good night.
to edit. Yeah, and that night was so fun.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We gotta try like at least like a couple times a year.
Right.
You know, just get together, hang out.
Well, Tony's got a house now.
True.
Party at Tony's?
True.
Party at Tony's.
True.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, dude, me too.
It's just a little hard to get you guys down there.
Yeah,
If we have a day, like we plan it out in advance, like I can make it out.
you gotta
know?
book us, bro.
You gotta book it. You gotta make an appointment.
Yeah, dude. Especially in the fall, dude. I'm gonna be busy with school, and I'm gonna have a kid like later on.
That's
Congrats
right.
on that,
Big.
bro.
Thanks, dude.
Dang, the first.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not the first one to hit. You're
No,
second.
Danny's.
second one in the
Dang,
group.
that reel's gonna start to go down. Now
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Everyone's getting married. Then the kid.
And then the kids start rolling. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Dang, bro.
congrats, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Was it you that I heard you're gonna wait till till it comes out to find out
the gender.
That's
Yeah,
so
dude.
nice. Like it's
Yeah.
truly like a surprise of like in that moment you get to
Yeah.
find it all out. That's gonna be such an experience,
Yeah, dude.
bro.
It's gonna be fun. Like,
You should definitely record it.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I already talked to Karen, and like she wants me to record and everything too.
It's gonna be so nice.
So that tripod is gonna be in the hospital. Yeah, she told me as long as I don't get her coochie in there.
When are you or when's the baby due?
She's due November 5th.
So by
You say she?
Yeah, well, Karen.
Karen.
Oh,
Yeah, he's trying to pick up any hit, bro. He's like, no, this man knows already.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing like the needle trick with the hand. You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, did you really?
No. But yeah, November 5th. Generally, like the first timers, like the first time she's having a baby, they normally go a week past. So it's gonna be on my birthday month, just in the early part, and when I'm in the late part of the month. But
What are the
That's
chances
exciting.
it's on your birthday?
really, like basically impossible. Because
Watch it happen, though.
Watch it
happen.
dude, that would suck
Spotlight
for
taken.
bro. That would suck for her though, because that means she'd be 3 weeks overdue, and they don't let you get past 1 week. Once you start getting 1 week, they just induce you and they make you have the baby.
Is Karen
Yeah.
gonna do a C-section?
Well, you don't just choose to have a C-section, bro. You're like, I want a C-section.
You can't like ask for it.
I'm sure
No.
some people just like, I'm not gonna have it like that. I'm just gonna get a C-section.
Yeah, I
No.
feel like some people can ask.
No, they you have to do it vaginally first, and then if you can't, then you do a C-section. But no one just like give me a C-section.
Well, yeah, that's when they cut you, right? Like, in the
Yeah,
stomach.
yeah,
That
yeah.
doesn't sound fun either.
Yeah, the doctors won't let you do that.
Shout out to women.
Yeah, facts, dude.
But hitting in the balls hurts more.
Yeah. All the people in the world, everyone that has ever lived has come out of a woman.
Facts.
Women have birthed all the people.
So what came
That's
first, the
crazy.
chicken or the egg?
Well, it depends what you believe in.
Yeah.
Because if you think about like religion-wise, then the chicken, so the human came first.
The monkey did, bro. We're all monkeys.
Ooh,
We're all descendants from monkeys.
what's the group chat name? Unga Bunga?
Unga bunga.
Well, no, it's like eek now or some shit like
Oh.
that. It's
It's
so
fucking
weird.
dude.
Dude, I don't know who makes those group chat names, dude.
Alex does, dude.
It's all on Alex.
Yeah.
I don't know how his brain operates, but I see the group chat names.
You gotta look at who's in charge in that thing.
Right.
It's Alex.
Who's the
dude.
admin?
Alex has the power.
Yeah,
He's the
admin.
sole power man.
I think he might be the only admin in the group.
He doesn't
That's
give
a
power
lot
to
of-
anybody, bro.
That's a lot of power to one person.
Yeah, bro.
There's a lot of conversation in that group.
There
chat,
is.
too.
There's a few group chats like that.
Literally.
I'm still. We've had a couple ones in high school in the past, and like I'll be like somehow the admin gets tossed around, and there's been like two to where I was admin and I kicked everybody out. So
I'm in charge now.
Yeah, I'm still on that group chat and I look past all the photos and shit. I'm like,
Y'all can't get back in.
But before we end, I want to ask you one more question regarding your YouTube channel.
Bet.
So I know like you're still doing it, obviously, but like, what is your?
I'm gonna have to go hard after this.
I'm gonna
have just to prove it to
Same.
Weddle.
Yeah,
Same,
you got
dude,
to,
you have
man.
There's gonna be a comeback video where I'm like, "Hey, I started, guys."
Guys, I'm back. What are your long-term goals for your YouTube channel, basically?
So that's where I've tried to like sit down and think about it because I've wanted to bring a store to Lafayette just because there is no store for any of this stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I've wanted to document, the process while doing it. And I feel like that's what I want to make the YouTube channel about, like the process of reselling, unboxing, starting a store here eventually, and slowly moving into that. But it's been a little rough.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm looking at your channel right now. So you've got 140 subscribers, and like just
hey, bro.
it's a lot, bro. And
It's
just
crazy
by-
because I'm like, damn, it's not enough. I'm like,
Well, yeah, but you're right. But at the same time, like you don't post very consistently.
no.
It's very
It's like,
sporadic.
it's like every month.
So yeah, so imagine if you were to do it like once every 2 weeks or like
week, yeah.
once a week or something.
So
Like
sometimes it gets hard too because like I'll get one item in, like ordering stuff online becomes a hassle because you order it, and then it takes a while to ship, and then you got to wait till it gets in to make the video.
So you're relying on the item to get to your apartment.
And then sometimes when it's like when it's from one drop, like one release, and you get multiple items, they may not all come in at the same time.
Oh, okay. So you have to wait for everything to come in.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm looking at your YouTube channel right now. Like, visually appealing, it's nice. I like your, like, the banner. Is that you in the picture?
Yeah.
So like you're going
jacket,
like that. That's clean. Bro.
That's low-key at the apartments that I'm still at. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's like part of the wall section over there.
And like, I mean, like your stats, bro. Like for example, like your views to subscriber ratio. Like I see you post shorts on here too, those are nice. But you get like on one video you have 527 views, and I mean you've got 140 subscribers. Like, bro.
I'm like, like to me that number is still just so low. I'm like, I don't know if I just overthink it. I feel like I definitely do, like, because as you tell, like I've taken the time to make sure the page looks nice. Like I've done all the little details, but I also did feel like I burned myself out for a little bit just trying to learn all this stuff by myself and like trying to see how it could work, you know, like
it's a little tough to like start, like, especially with
like
editing
envision
and
it
stuff.
sometimes.
Yeah, so like,
and there's definitely been some self-doubt that I'm still like trying to work through, like, no, like this is what I do, this is what I'm going to do type
and
shit.
I feel like that's always going to kind of be there, but like I think that consistency is going to be like your best friend.
And I feel like part of the reason it's become hard is because, like, as I said, there's no store in Lafayette that does this. So there's not too many people in Lafayette that are like what I do. So then it becomes hard to try and find those people that are locally that are like me, so that I can like hang out with them and bounce ideas with them and like be in a realm with people that are like-minded like myself. You know?
Yeah. So, but do you think if you like stuck to like obviously you and like making your videos of unboxing and stuff, like eventually if you stay consistent about it, like you're gonna grow your YouTube channel, people are gonna see that and they're gonna want to drive over to Lafayette to your store,
Right?
Be like, oh, like for example, like Bradley Martin and his gym,
Zoo Culture.
Like people literally like take planes across like the country to go to Zoo Culture. Like that could be something to where like you could work your way up to with your YouTube channel to grow that following and be like, oh, like this guy's got his own shop like at this place.
Bring
like,
a sneaker convention to Lafayette.
Yeah, dude.
basically.
Yeah, and I mean you're working off Purdue. There's a bunch of like college kids there, and a lot of them are probably into like something
I've
similar.
definitely seen and met some people out there that are into the scene too.
Yeah, so like you start putting out videos and like more consistently, it starts getting a reach. You know, you start getting more people coming to you, and
I
like,
appreciate you guys.
You know what I mean? And then like once you have a shop, bro, like you got people from Purdue that start coming over, like, oh shit, like whatever your shop's name is, like it's here, dude.
Right?
Like, let's go see.
Like,
you know,
there's finally a store.
yeah. See, that's what I'm saying.
Especially with like the diverse culture over there, like all the different people. There's definitely some sneaker people, some clothing people over there.
Yeah, and you don't just want like a sneaker shop, right? It's like kind of encompassing everything.
Yeah, like what I'd like to have is like what I've tried to make my place. It's like a vibe. Like you go there, you can get not just sneakers, you could get clothing. Like you could leave there with a fit to get ready. You could eventually even like get it cut up in there, like. You go there and you get style.
Oh, yo, that would be
like even have like a tattoo artist like in the back. Like it's you go there to like.
See, you've already got your own envision for it.
I do. It's just like having the vision by yourself. Sometimes there's just some self-doubt. You feel me? Envisioning it, but no one around you can really see it, and then it's like, damn, you got to really push yourself through it. And then I feel like with COVID, like closing everything down the 2 years, it did take a strain on me. Like, I definitely did have more connections before then than that COVID ended up killing, just because like everything was closed. We didn't go out. We didn't do nothing. It was rough.
Yeah, I bet, dude. Especially since like most of the stuff you rely on is like face-to-face stuff,
right?
Like, trading stuff like that,
like meeting in person.
Yeah, COVID probably messed that up a lot. Yeah, but I mean, dude, you've got 41 videos and you got like 11,000 views. Like, dude,
then he pulled up all the stats.
Bro, I got all your stats right here.
I'm gonna go hard after this just for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. But the key is not to burn yourself out, though.
Yeah,
you know, like as long as it's fun, keep on doing it. If that's like one video every 2 weeks or one video a month, Like, bro, that's what it is. You know what I mean?
And that's the part that I feel kind of made it hard because like it became fun, or like it was fun when I was doing it like on Snapchat. Like I'd get something in, I'd open it up, I'd show it, and then it'd be done. But then having to put the more time and effort of, okay, I gotta make sure it's open correctly, I gotta get the lighting, I gotta get the video, all that. I was like, oh, I can't enjoy my unboxing anymore. I can't just like simply open it. I gotta like think out a process. I gotta like market it myself basically. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I feel like at that point,
so you just want to be like the creative aspect of it. Like you don't really care to like edit a video or do this or do that or do like the more technical stuff. You just want to enjoy the process, right?
I feel like I gotta get a good system down for like the editing and get a good schedule because I run on a crazy schedule. Like I was up till 2 a.m. last night selling sneakers. Like I just run on a really weird.
Well, like I said, bro, like as far as the summertime goes, like I'm up, you know. I saw, but then fall time, I don't know anymore, bro. Cause
hey, bro, that's
you know
love,
what I mean.
That's love.
Yeah, but in the summertime, like I'm all yours, bro. Just let me know.
well, stay tuned for Danny's
Next video,
Danny's
bro.
comeback.
Yeah,
I mean,
it'll be in the description. I'll put it in there.
It hasn't been too long since you posted. It was 2 months ago, so it's not too long.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I get the content, I'd be recording, but then, like, getting it transferred to the computer, then learning how to edit it and everything, and then I'd be picky, like, oh, I gotta cut this out, I gotta add this effect. Like, I feel like I overthink it, and I put way too much strain on myself to just instead just get the content. Like, just
Yeah.
So, Victor.
I love his shit.
Yes,
Bro,
dude.
he goes crazy on it. He like
Yes.
we've messaged each other, and he's like he always throws game. Like he's like, get this camera, get this.
Bro, he's such a good guy,
I
bro.
swear, bro.
Because I'm trying to call people once a month, like a different person. Because on my drive home from work, I got like 20 minutes to kill. I'm like, what's 20 minutes of conversation with someone I haven't talked to in a while? So I'm trying to have like once a month, like this day I'm talking to this person, this day I'm talking to this person on the drive home from work. And I've called him twice now in like the past 2 months I've been or whatever. Yeah. And it always turns into just like advice from him, you know, like that's just what it turns
he just
into.
Throws game out.
Yeah, bro, but that's just how it is, you know. He's just all love, like, yo, like I'm here to help you out. And one thing he told me last one is he's like, just put a video up, don't spend too much time on it, just like make it good, make it comfortable, and throw it up. Like, don't spend too much time. Because he was telling me he spent like so much time on a certain video, like gym videos. He said those were a lot to edit because they're just like small things. It's like cut to cut to cut, effect after effect, and you know, all this craziness. And like they were good videos, but he said there was one that took him like, I don't even know, it was like a day or like a couple days to edit, and he threw it up, and it was like his worst performing video on IG.
Yeah,
and
it killed him, bro. It killed him. And then and he said from then he just kind of he throws the video up and he forgets about it. He's already on the next thing, you know. And he said that's kind of how you just have to do it, throw it up, and already be working on the next thing. Right. So that way you're not too focused on like on how it's performing and stuff. You just throw it up, keep on going. So
that's good advice. I like that.
Dude, yeah. He's killing it. Like in some people's eyes, like he's made it to them. Like he's literally like.
Oh, I think he's gonna go crazy. Bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. Ain't no doubt.
Dude, he's gonna be big.
Music videos doing.
He's got the skills. Yeah, he learned all the skills, and he's been doing this for like 2 years, and it's kicking off within the past couple months. So he just stayed consistent, you know, and there you go.
That's always consistent.
Yeah, bro. And it's nice to see somebody like that is family that's like making it.
Right.
It's like, dude, like
in my opinion, as far as like social media wise, and I don't know too much other people from Lafayette, but like from the people I know, he's like spearheading. He's like the one like taking charge. Right. On like doing all that, and then like everyone else is trying to come up too, and he's all love, you know. So he's like, hey, I got this tip, That's
the best type of person.
Yeah, dude. And he's like, I got like this free program to edit, and here's some plugins that are free that you can find, and you know, it's great. I love people like that.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome. But so at the end of the episodes, we do Would You Rathers. I thought of some that would be specifically for you. Ooh. And special requests. Okay, we can go ahead and start it off. Would you rather have some Jordan 1 OG Chicago 1985s or Supreme collab with Louis Vuitton box. Sorry, Supreme collab with Louis Vuitton box logo hooded sweatshirt in red.
So I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what any of that meant.
So basically, like these are like the most.
I'm trying to think. Sorry.
Yeah, keep thinking.
Yeah, keep thinking.
Basically, before.
Send me like the names of those, and I'll look them up, and I'll throw pictures up.
Okay.
Because it's I don't know, and I can throw it up.
These are like basically the most rarest, if you want to put it that way, in the sneaker, and then like Supreme is what I googled before the podcast.
I'd probably have to go with the hoodie.
Yeah. Why's that?
I feel like that would.
Try moving your mic the other way, bro. Yeah, you're good.
I feel like that would be the better one to have not long term, just because that hoodie is pretty sought after, and the Jordans are, but wearable. They wouldn't be wearable. That's the problem. That would be a specific collector's item compared to the hoodie that you could actually wear.
So when you buy hoodies, you actually like, because I know you buy Supreme stuff. So like, let's say you buy this Supreme hoodie, you're actually gonna wear it instead of like keeping it like in a glass like.
So there's a few items I have like I started my collection with like getting the older items. So there's definitely some nice older items that are brand new that I haven't decided if I want to sell or just have them like displayed, because they have like the tags on them and everything, and they're like really old. And then there's also older ones that I get that I'm like, you know what, like I'm gonna wear this. Like, I bought it, so I want to wear it.
Because I mean, bro, you walk around, you're dripped out. You're dripped out on Supreme. All right. Well, that was more of a question just for you.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't know.
I go for the BOGO.
Okay. Because low-key, bro, before you came in, I'm like, what's the rarest sneaker and what's the rarest Supreme item?
It's a Google.
Yeah. All right. So next one: would you rather never have sweaty hands again?
Oh my god.
Or never have sweaty feet again?
Ooh. I don't know if my feet are that bad. I feel like my hands are way worse. Mm-hmm. I'd have to say my hands.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I'm like, I know that there's a shot that you can get to not have that, but I just feel like.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I just feel like it's not like natural. Like I'd like a natural way to make it stop, not a injection. I just feel like.
Is it really bad, or is it just kind of like a little uncomfy?
Oh, bro, it's horrible.
Bro, the mic is slipping out of his hands.
Bro, like you could tell.
Dang,
that's just from your hands, bro?
Yeah, like my hands are.
How do you play video games, man?
Bro, there's literally a puddle. I have to have like a towel.
What the fuck? Jeez. Bro, you can just chalk up.
It's so bad. But when they're dry, it's nice because like my hands are like super smooth. Like it's so nice. But the chances
they're moisturized all the time, bro.
The chances of you catching them smooth, like dry, are not too high.
Dang, what would you go for, Pablo?
I think I'd rather just keep sweaty hands.
Keep sweaty hands, so no sweaty feet.
Well, I feel like I already kind of have sweaty feet, especially like after a long day of work. And dude, my shit smells cheesy, bro.
Yeah, bro. I think I would go with not having sweaty feet anymore.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah,
I feel like you guys. That's how I know you guys don't have a real hand syndrome. Like, bro, like,
I get sweaty hands, but bro, not like you.
Yeah, because I'm like, for me, it's really bad, and especially when I'm like trying to dab people up, like at events and stuff. I'm trying to say what's up. Like I try to do a fist bump just because like it's cool and it's like not gonna touch my hands that's sweating. But then I try to like let them know like I'm not trying to offend you. No, I didn't want to not dab you up. It's just I got sweaty hands. I'm just like, hey,
you just
fist bump.
You go like that,
hands, bro. I got sweaty hands.
You go like that, and they're just like.
It's been like that. Like you can see the sweat. I'm like, I don't even know why. Like it just drips. Like it could be literally winter and my hands will be sweating. I'm like, dang, why? Yeah.
All right, next one. Would you rather travel the United States in a plane or in a car?
Shit, I already know me. I'm driving, bro.
Yeah, I would say I'm driving. I'm trying to see some scenery.
Yeah,
bro.
I was gonna say like if you're traveling in a plane, you'd be going like one long distance, and you're just gonna see sky.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go in the car.
Take some reels of the scenery.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah,
full creator mode.
Yeah, dude, you got it.
That
I already
mindset.
know what I'm gonna do when I go to Florida in August, bro.
Ooh, you going to Florida?
You going to Florida?
Yeah,
Even,
like,
yeah. Like, I was gonna say it's new to me too. Like, you gonna invite me, bro?
Gabby and I are going for our honeymoon.
Ooh,
Hey,
okay.
going to Miami?
What part?
Well, we want to go to Universal Studios. We've already got our Airbnb. It's like 30 minutes away from Universal Studios and an hour away from the beach.
Okay.
So we're just gonna hang there, go to the Harry Potter thing at Universal
I
Studios.
was gonna say,
Yeah.
is that why you want to go, just for the Harry Potter?
Well, and because Gabby's always wanted to go to Universal Studios, and so have I. And bro, theme parks are just always so fun.
yeah,
And I'm trying to go to the beach too, and then we're just on the way there. I think we might stop somewhere too, like on the way to Florida.
Crazy content while he's out there.
Yeah, bro,
He's
you
gonna go
already know.
crazy.
bro. You gotta get a little cut.
Ooh.
You know, out in the beach cut. You know, you gotta some fucking.
Bro, what?
Says you gotta get
Trust me,
beach
I know.
body ready. He's gonna be
Yeah,
out there.
I'm trying to get my
He's
6
gonna get some thirst traps going.
Low key. We'll see what happens. All right, last one. Would you rather die by drowning or die by burning alive?
That's just some
Or
rough
being burned alive?
I thought about this one. I'm drowning, bro.
You're drowning?
Yeah, I thought about it.
Yeah, I'd probably get drowned.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna burn alive.
I don't know how do you
But
would you
like
feel it all? I don't know.
When you drown?
No, when you burn.
I think so,
I
dude.
think so. I don't know. I feel like
'Cause I-
after a part you'd have to like go numb. I hope so.
I don't know, dude. Because I've gotten like a oil burn before,
Oh, yeah.
and my shit bubbled up. And dude, at first it was like numb, but then once feelings started to come in, that shit was intense.
But that was an oil burn. This is literally just fire.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like it would hurt more.
Yeah.
It's more like, because like you ever been outside on a really hot day and the sun just beaming down on you,
it's
and
not
like that shit kind of like burns a little bit.
Bro,
Yes,
I
like
low-key
move.
like that. Though.
Yeah, low-key.
I like that.
What? I like to
I
get
work-
burnt. Burn me, son.
I work out in that stuff, bro.
Well, that's good just to get the sweat out of you. Yeah, that's smart. But when you're just out there,
When you're just standing there not in workout clothes, yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah, I agree.
especially when you have sweaty palms.
Dude, that's probably the worst. Man, I feel sorry for you. Like, honestly.
Yeah. You've looked it up before on like
Yeah,
how to
there's
get rid
like
of that
I've tried to
stuff?
look up. There's no like creams or nothing. I'm like, let me find out. I'm gonna like create a cream for sweaty hand people so they don't have to get the shot.
Bro,
But
make your own product.
I
Holy
swear, I'm like I'd like an all natural product because I'm like I don't want no injection
Yeah, I know.
because I feel like it's gonna like be weird after that. I'm like, where's the sweat gonna go? Like obviously it's coming out for a reason. So I'm like, where would it go if I?
You probably just have like overactive like sweat glands or something, like like that's probably what it is. It's just because my hands get sweaty too sometimes. Not recently, but like I find myself if I'm like really nervous about something or like super hyped about something, like my hands start getting a little wet, and I think that just like sweat glands in your palms, and yours just might produce more.
Mine go crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know.
It's like dripping over here.
Yeah. Well, shit, bro. Thanks for coming on the podcast,
Sir, thank
especially
you.
driving a whole hour over here.
Yeah,
We're
appreciate
going to
you.
link all of Danny's stuff in the description. He's got a YouTube channel, Instagram. What else you got, bro? Any
Snapchat.
Snapchat? There you go.
That's probably the heaviest. No cap.
Yeah. Before we end, you want to plug anything else to the viewers?
The channel. Subscribe to the channel because I definitely be paying attention. I love keeping up with you guys,
Thanks, dude.
and I want to see you guys continue because it entertains me for real. So
Thanks, man.
Heck yeah.
Appreciate
that's
yeah.
it.
it.
Well, that being said, see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.